Hi. Okay, sorry for the late video. Um, I've been feeling like crap. I gotta put a fucking hat on. Like, this hair. You never know, like, in 50 or 100 or 200 years, someone might find these videos somewheres. I mean, anything's possible. So try to look as less gross as possible, is my theory. All right, Jim. Let me see. I feel like you or Don. Is it Jack Earl? Was this? I forgot his name. And Earl with an E at the end? Is the E silent? I always wondered. Someone said, a comedian said, I think it was Cat Williams years ago, when his teacher asked him to spell knife, he said N-I-F. And she goes, no, there's a K and an E on it. He goes, well, how come I can't hear it? And the teacher goes, because it's silent. He goes, if it's silent, take those motherfuckers out. So anyways, I don't understand sometimes silent letters. Earl. I'm guessing it's Earl. Anyways, let's see. I watched these videos today at my lunch. And I wasn't feeling. Well, I'll tell you what. Now I gotta know his fucking name. The first video, Copperhead Road. How's this Copperhead Road? I liked it. It was good. When you hear a song for the first time, it's like we've said before. It's always a risk. You're gonna usually not like it. Sometimes like it a little bit, and rarely you're gonna like it a lot. I was like in the middle. It was good, but then the were those bagpipes that were playing like in the middle of the song? The bagpipes kicked in, and it had like a really good feel to it. So, but I'm wondering, Jim, were those definitely bagpipes? Because I didn't see anyone playing bagpipes. Or can guitars sound like bagpipes? What a terrible question that is for someone who has no idea what the fuck they're talking about. But so it was a good song. I did like it. The whole Vietnam feel, right? Talking about Vietnam, and the video had some Vietnam reenactments in it. So then I watched Black Crows, and of course I know that song. I know the Black Crows. That's a skinny little bitch too, that guy. Um, and I'm like, I watched it at work, and I'm like, I'm picking. I said to myself, I'm picking Copperhead Road. So just a few minutes ago, because it's 7:30 now, I watched him again, and I gotta tell you, the "Talks to Angels" song, that is definitely a setting. It depends on where your setting is. Like, right, I'm home now. I'm alone. It's quiet. It's, I don't know, just a chill mood, and I liked it a lot better. So for that reason, I'm picking the Black Crows. It really is a good song, but I guess if you're just not feeling it, sometimes you're not in the mood. It just sounds different. And the other song was good, but at the end of the day, uh, the Black Crows song is probably better overall. So good picks, Jim. Um, but I'll take the skinny guy. What's his name? Should I know that guy's name? Black Crows guy. Okay, so I don't want to make this too long, but Jim, I wanted to ask you something because I'm watching this new YouTube channel now. It's a guy I like who does sports, but he's doing another show with his brother. It's Don and Dave LaGreca, and they did their top five heavy metal hard rock heavy metal slash hard rock frontmen. So Queen was not involved in there, which was weird because Van Halen was. So the top five frontmen was their category, and maybe Don and Jay want to chime in on this also. They ended up going top five. They each had their top five list, and then they collaborated and they put their heads together and made a top five all together. David Lee Roth was number one. Number two, I don't know his name, the guy from Iron Maiden. Number three, which was surprising, number three frontman of all time, Alice Cooper. Number 4, again, I mean, these guys are very knowledgeable, and I'm just seeing. Number 4, Paul Stanley is a front man. Fuck. Oh, number 5 was I should know his name, but I don't. But it's the lead singer from Judas Priest. Um, and one guy, his name, they called him Lenny or Lemmy. He's from the guy that sings Ace of Spades. He was on the Verge. He like came in number 6. So Jim, I was just wondering. I was gonna forward you that video, but it's like a half an hour. But I'm wondering what you think of that list of those 5 or 6 guys, if you agree, or you'd throw somebody else in. Um, and they had like a certain criteria you had to go by, just stage presence, not necessarily just your voice, because they talked about again, I should know this guy's name, the Metallica guy didn't make it, just because his presence, and like David Lee Roth made it because of his athleticism and his just his personality, whatever the hell you want to call it. But anyways, Jim, I wanted to get your take on that. Don and Jay, I don't know if you want to chime in on that also. What's going on? I have a story to tell. It doesn't really have like a climax to the story. Oh God. Anyways, maybe I'll do it next week for mine within my. Oh, that's another thing. Next week, yeah, huge question. Next week is Christmas on Friday. What are we doing? Are we skipping the week? Are we doing it on Thursday? I mean, me personally, I'm gonna have time, but Don and Jay especially, and Jim, I don't know what you're doing. If it's just gonna be too hard or too like, holy fuck, I gotta fit this in along with Christmas, then I thought Thursday with Christmas Eve, but that might be just as bad or worse. Or do we want to go Saturday? But then I'm thinking like with COVID, like there's not gonna be a whole lot of um, visitors, right? So maybe you want to. So just throwing that out there. What do we want to do about next Friday? Oh, I'll tell you what. I don't know what the hell I've had the past. Well, it's better now. It's much better. Saturday morning was so bad. I was so damn sick to the point where I thought I might have COVID. Um, and I'm still getting over it, but the worst is behind me. Like I say, they came back negative. Um, so that's that. Okay, real quick. I'm not gonna tell that story. Maybe some other day. Look, Dad texts me every day. It's great. I love it. Sometimes I don't know what to say, but now, and again, for the last 4 or 5 days, I don't know if it's because I was sick. That man is so bored, and I feel terrible for him. But sometimes I'm on the phone like tonight he called me, and it's very hard. It's very clumsy. The conversations are clumsy because he'll speak, and I make sure till he, and then I'll try to say something. Then he'll just start talking, and he talks over me, and it's just very like I say, it's cumbersome. It's just it's difficult. So he's talking, and he doesn't like football, but he's talking about yeah, I see there's a college football. Again, I'm not blasting that. I feel terrible for him. There's a college football game on tonight. It's the Pac-12 championship game. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I go, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that was on. I'll probably check that out. He goes, yeah, hold on, let me check here. So he's obviously looking at his TV. He hits the info button on the guide. He's like, USC and Oregon, and he's like, USC is 5-0. Oregon's 3-2. This is a championship game. 5-0 and 3-2. That seems kind of like real different records. And then he starts reading the description. The Trojans take their high-powered offense into Eugene. like I'm like, fuck. What do you say? What do you say? You just gotta. but I want to share that. It was like, oh God, and it comes down to just being bored, very bored, and I hate that. And whatever. That's it. I want to share that. All right, I see Don's messaging here on Slack. Jay, are you gonna make a really quick something, probably video? All right, guys, that's about it. Jim, decent picks. I'm taking the Black Crows. To me, those are just mood songs. You have to be in a certain mood, but I was feeling the Black Crows much more tonight. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. See ya.